When I first read about hypothesis, my colleagues in history were doing kind of a reading group together about pedagogical techniques, and a colleague recommended an article that mentioned this, and I got really intrigued and looked into it. And I'm grateful for our distance learning staff for allowing me to play around with it. Um, I've been using it largely as a platform for note taking to help students engage in better and more original writing.
And so I've continued to use Hypothesis, and was really excited when my institution decided to make it institutional. As an English major and a reader, I really find power in the work of annotation, and I'm one of those people whose books are just covered with stickies and notes everywhere. I know it's the engagement where meaning happens. And so social annotation for me, more than any other technology I've used, including discussion boards like Jacqueline mentioned or questions, none of that anchored students in the text the way that annotation did in paper and now does online.
A lot of my students will admit, and it did admit in some survey results that I asked, that they probably would not have read the text at all if I didn't assign the reading through hypothesis and give it a grade. They specifically said that the grade motivated them to read and to read a lot more carefully than they might have done otherwise. And my writing assignments kind of scale up from simple summary all the way to a more formal analytical essay if the students can demonstrate the basics of each level of writing. So hypothesis has really helped with that, giving them that pre-reading step, kind of a participation grade en route to a harder and higher stakes writing grade.
And in assessments, when students are replying, like that's the majority of their stuff, I simply thank them for moving the conversation forward and adding to it. And what I found is that repeated invitation for reply really helps the social component. And we talk about how we really learn together in important ways. And so that's how I do it. It is collaborative. But once they start talking to each other, they really in this space that serves as a key point of motivation for them.
I tell the students that the more original work and quality work you do on hypothesis, the more I'm convinced that the outcome of your writing is original.